Welcome to another episode of Coding Conversations. It's Kevin.
This is TC.
Yeah, how's it been going, man?
Good, man. Good. I just broke. Actually, this week has actually been pretty good. I broke a PR. I finally got to one plate. I know that's not much for bodybuilding, but for me, that's a big accomplishment. I don't think I've ever. I probably am able to lift it way a month ago or so, but I've just been taking it slow and working my way up step by step instead of just tossing weight on the bar. So yeah, big accomplishment there.
So you got a 45 on each side?
Yeah. I don't have the 45 plates itself, but I have the equivalent of 45 on each side.
As long as you make some progress, man. What were you stacking a bunch of 10s and then you dumped a 5 on the side?
Yeah, well, so I bought a little bench set up from the store called Big Fox Sporting Goods, and it came with 80 pounds of weight. But the weights that they have are these plastic weights with concrete filled inside, and so I took one of a 115, and I have some weights that I got from friends and family, 15, 10. And then 15, 10, 10, and 5, 5, 5. Whatever the distribution is, but it's a bunch of 10 plates.
You work out by yourself? You just bench press by yourself?
Yeah.
No,
yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's scary sometimes.
I remember when I was back in high school, man. I was by myself and trying to do 215, and it just got stuck on my chest. I had to.
Yep. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely times where I'm just I can't. I have to second guess. Can I do this? Can I do this? Because no one's out there. My sister's not out there. So I got to be careful.
If you don't max out, man, you have to do it at the gym.
Yeah, exactly. The cool thing about the gym is there's no. The gym in my apartment, there's no it's all machines. There's no bars and stuff. So if I have to drop weight, I can drop weight. It's not a problem, Yeah. But yeah.
So you've been working on your little home gym setup.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. It's just because where I'm at, I have my weights and stuff set up on a little terrace. So I don't really have a lot of space that I can fill out. So when I move, I'll eventually get more equipment and stuff.
Have you tried those exercise bands out? I know T.O. used to work out with them. It's kind of stretch rubber bands, and you can kind of stand on it, then pick it up, and then curl it.
I've never used those before.
Yeah, because I know you say you kind of limited with space.
Yeah, I'm limited with space, and plus I'm above somebody, and I don't want to make too much noise because I know they're probably bothered by me waking up at 7:30 in the morning working out and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently bought this thing called a C2 rower. I don't know if you heard of that.
No, but you can pull it up if you want.
Yeah, let me pull it up here because cardio. I'm finding it, especially as you get older, it's more and more important. Is to me, it's more important to have these big muscles because
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's all about your heart. Let me find a shorter video. Nobody wants to watch a 10-minute video rolling.
We can just watch a clip of it. You don't gotta be the whole thing.
Yeah, let me just pull this one. But yeah, man, I'm trying to. I think I'm gonna shed maybe 15 pounds or something. Just get cut up, man. I was trying to, spending a lot of time trying to bulk up because I want to be big, but You know, you feel it in your knees. You know, it's to me, it's
Yeah,
just not worth it.
yeah. You feel it. You just feel off. Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say like just get to a point where you're comfortable, right? Where you're happy with the results and you're comfortable, and you don't got to worry
Mhm.
about nothing. Well, that's
So yeah,
cool.
Body
it's
comes
like a
over,
machine
and
here.
the legs come back up to the catch. It's called the recovery because that's where you recover. No work is done there. You are just resting and preparing for the next. Arms come back away, the body comes over, back up to the catch. If you want a mantra, you can say this in your head. Legs, body, arms, body, legs.
That's cool.
And repeat it about 500
Yeah,
times.
it's supposed to be really good for cardio.
Legs, body,
They got this one
body,
called the
legs.
C2 skier. Let me show you
When you
this.
start to add a little bit,
Maybe down the line I'll get this, but not right now. But you kind of grab the two handles and you just like pull down and like your
The
skin.
Concept 2 skier offers a full body low impact workout
This
based
thing
on the
called
sport.
the
Start with your feet shoulder width
I gotta see what it's
approximately
called.
18 to 24
It's called,
inches from the flywheel.
what is it
The
called?
arms are bent 90 degrees, slightly above
It sticks on your wall, and it's like a giant screen.
the drive
The
is
Total Body Gym or something like that.
I don't know if I heard of that. You got a video or a picture of it?
hips before bending your knees.
It's tonal. It's called tonal.
Oh, okay.
TONAL.
The knees are bent and arms are extended.
Tonal
The thumbs are aiming for the thighs.
gym.
Wrists do not bend.
Tonal gym.
The arms will
Yeah.
not fully extend.
Let's see. Oh,
You know, I'm
okay.
not
Yeah,
gonna lie. Like, I feel like
yeah, it looks cool, man. Looks expensive though.
yeah, but you know, it does more than just a rower.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this
What
would
is
be
that,
like the perfect setup.
what is it, like $3,000? I mean,
Let me see how much it is.
Because I wanted to use it a lot. I wanted to get other people's opinions on
Oh
it.
yeah,
And because I wanted to see what
what is it like?
this is kind of
3K.
something new.
Yeah, I kind of figured that it looked like high tech.
There's not a lot to compare it to.
But yeah, you know, if you got limited space, man, it looks like it's worth it.
Use it if I could select the weights.
I just wonder what the resistance is like. Like how much
Fitness, smart home gyms are.
how much weight can
Because it's basically a guided
Where did you find out about this at?
dials up the weight.
Funny enough, there's a guy that I watch on Twitch, and he started working out for like the past year, and he's got some pretty good results from it. Like, it's funny because when you watch somebody on YouTube and you see like how they like their body changes over time and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it really worked out for him. Like, you know how they have like all these jacked people using the devices and making it look like you're gonna look like that and stuff. But no, I firmly believe that like this product might be a pretty good product. I just don't know about the resistance. It's not like you're moving real weight.
It looks pretty cool, man. 3K. I mean, you if you have limited space, it looks like it's worth it.
Full body programs that deliver real results.
Does your apartment like let you like drill holes in the wall? Or?
Nah,
Coach,
no.
and your motivation.
But I don't think you're drilling. I don't know how much weight you're actually drilling, or how much like you're actually drilling into the walls.
I mean, like to mount it, don't you have to like put a nail?
Mounts it.
Yeah.
Optimal for you.
So they let you do mountings.
Here no, but you know, like I don't know if I'm gonna drop 3K on this. Like that seems like a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you can build a whole like you buy like a power rack and all of that stuff for 3K. The squat rack, ISO arms, all of that.
Tech specs.
Tonal sensors can even detect when you're struggling and spot you to help finish the set.
Like yeah, let me show you. Have you know what an ISO arm is?
No, I don't.
Okay, so like if you buy one of those squat racks from like a Rep Fitness or Rogue Fitness, you can get these arms right here, and you know you can do all kinds of different workouts like shoulder presses, bench press.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's about like $700, so it's not bad for all the functionality you get.
really cool.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting it, but I don't have the space because
Yeah, that seems like it's gonna take up like a whole garage.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, man. The home gym scene is like pretty amazing now. All the stuff they got. Like, have you seen
So
those adjustable dumbbells?
I just looked up Tonal. So they have up to the weight that it can simulate is up to 200 pounds.
No, I mean that's pretty good. Like, I mean, if you're not trying to be like all buff, super buff,
Mr. Olympia.
Yeah. But you know what works really good is calisthenics. If you just want to get like shredded, like pull ups, push ups, like you don't need all the expensive equipment.
You don't need all the expensive stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
For me, I like the idea of like picking up a bar and like throwing it around and stuff. Like I fell in love
Yeah.
with it way back when, and nothing can replace that. Like, yeah, you know, a smithing machine is nice. Like if you're
Yeah.
like you want to get like your feet wet, but like the real deal, like you can't replace like being under a bar and like
yeah,
it just I don't know, it just feels different.
yeah. But just like just like how you have to, if you really want to get results with working out, you got to work out the failure. But sometimes, like even when you're coding and interviewing, you got to fail before you get that next opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. How did that last interview you had to go?
Man, they had me like I thought it was like a front end position, or they did say it was like a little bit of back end, but like they grilled me on the back end, and that's not my forte at all.
Right.
So, interestingly enough, the recruiter called me after. He says like I guess I was good enough on the front end that he still might consider taking me.
Really?
So yeah, you never know, man. It's like I
Okay.
thought I blew some interviews out the water, and they just never call me back or just ask. Sometimes when it's the ones you think you probably failed, it's like okay.
Nice.
So,
No, that's
yeah.
cool. That's good news. Yeah. Because I remember you mentioning that you were like, nah, they were asking me all this back end stuff. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
Yeah, like it seems like a lot of companies are asking you like a mixture of like DevOps, back end, even if it's a front end role now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they just want to know who you're. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, like Amazon Web Services, that's the big one.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing about that is like, from what I've learned, a lot of those services are really like not plug and play, but it's not something that you could. I don't want to say that you can't break it, but when you learn it, it's like it's just learning the CMS. It's really just like a CMS, but it's like super flexible.
Right.
It's not like you have to come up with all that stuff like by yourself. Like
Yeah. So it's not like coding or anything. It's just more so like configuring different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Another thing, they might ask you now is like the CI/CD pipeline, like writing scripts like Jenkins and all of that stuff. Did you play around with that at your current job?
A little bit here and there. I've done a couple of Cypress tests. I've written a couple of Cypress tests, and I've messed around. I haven't like built the CI/CD pipeline, but we do use like like a pipeline on Jenkins.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have like this whole system that's really like interconnected. So whenever I make a commit, it's tested against the pipeline, and then like every commit is pretty much like it like does this build like on like Jenkins tests if my current commit is gonna build or not, and it'll say if it's failed or not. I don't have to like follow up with it and manually like go to a preview and like test it myself. It just works.
Man, it might be a fun project for us to do, like create a CI/CD pipeline and kind of stream it, like kind of show like the real process of development, not like they just going from step 1, 2, 3 perfectly, but like
it's like like this broke. Why? Because there's plenty of times where I'll push something up and I'll even merge something into main or whatever, and then it'll break. And then the cool thing about Jenkins is that it'll tell you why like it broke. Yeah, you got to do a lot of reading and stuff, but like eventually you'll get to that point where it's like, oh, this failed because couldn't find this, or this failed
Yeah.
because couldn't, install this. When you get into like regression testing and integration testing and like the real meat and potatoes of like programming and software engineering, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, man, I'm surprised a lot of this stuff works, man. So many different interconnected layers working together, and none of our code is perfect, but we managed to get these systems working.
Yeah, it's nice stuff. It's real nice stuff when you figure it out.
Kind of moving on, man. Did you hear about like Sony? They're about to make like a Horizon movie.
I didn't know that. I think that's a pretty cool investment. That's one of their bigger IPs. Like, I hope that they give it to somebody that knows the story, whether the writers write it or the director of the games somehow, like whether the studio influences, like that's what I'm looking for. I hope that whoever's is the showrunner for this talks to the writers of the games, because time and time again, whenever like a video game movie comes out or a video game series comes out, it's nothing like the games.
Yeah.
Like, well, besides Sonic. Like, and I guess it's kind of hard for you. Well, let me not say it's kind of hard. They really almost messed up with the first Sonic trailer, but
What's crazy about Sonic is I think the movie's probably more popular than the games. Like, the movie's like probably the biggest grossing video game movie. But like what Sonic games are kids really playing? Like what Sonic Colors just came out, but I don't really know what like. I think Sonic is just like a likable mascot. You know what I mean? The games ain't necessarily, the modern ones ain't that good, but
but the thing about Sonic is like it's not you like take the Assassin's Creed movie. Let me say my point first. Sonic is easiest to get into. It's a blue hedgehog and a guy trying to capture the hedgehog and try to take his powers. That's it. You take like a video game like Assassin's Creed, and you have to try and explain all of that. Like explain the concept of Assassin's Creed, introduce our protagonist, introduce a villain, and have them go through a journey in less than 3 hours. Right? And 3 hours is pushing it. It's not as easy.
Do they have an Assassin's Creed movie? I think Assassin's Creed is kind of a series built for movies because it's not necessarily like one protagonist that you have to stick to this storyline. Everybody's going to be mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they had an Assassin's Creed movie back in 2016. And it had Michael Fass. No, was it? Michael? I forget who it is. Magneto from the X-Men.
Did it do good?
I don't think so. It was 115 minutes long. Its budget. Oh no. I mean 125 million budget. Its box office was 240 million.
Man, that's a lot of money being thrown around.
That's almost double. That's not bad.
Oh yeah, 200 million. That's a lot of money, man. It's just crazy how much money is out there to throw around. Like I couldn't imagine like leading a project like that, and if you bomb, man.
Yeah. Like let's say Uncharted. Uncharted had. Let me see something. Uncharted.
Yeah, I heard Uncharted did pretty good at the theaters.
Did it? Let's see. Rotten
I heard
Tomatoes. Uncharted.
But I think Sony got the advantage because they've always been in like the movie industry, so.
Yeah.
They have the infrastructure to pass off their properties.
Yeah, besides what they're doing with the Spider-Man villains, that's just really weird. Like I think they're in a pretty good space.
Well, what did they do with the villains?
It's just not that good. Like Morbius, like they're trying to make like the Spider-Verse based off of like Spider-Man villains, but it's just not coming together. If that makes any sense. It's just
Okay.
it's just really awkward. And I just feel like there's better IPs that you could make a movie off of instead of just trying to like cash in on superhero movies like over and over again.
Yeah.
Like for example, Uncharted or Horizon Zero Dawn or let me think of another Sony.
Last of Us.
The Last of Us, yeah. Like if they
God
have
of
even
War too.
God of War, yeah. Like Norse mythology is really hot right now with like Thor and Vikings and the Northmen. That movie just came out. Like, I mean, I don't know how long it would take to come out with a God of War like movie or TV show, but like just give us something.
Yeah, I think Microsoft needs to. I don't know if they have a Gears of War movie, but they need to come out with one.
You think it
That's
would be
like,
good though?
I mean, it can be. It's pretty much ready made as an action movie. You know, like get I don't know. Sylvester Stallone might be a little too old, but Batista, he could play Marcus Phoenix.
Batista, yeah, he could be a ticket seller. Batista. The only problem with that I see is with video game movies is that writers want to have creative freedom
Yeah,
to like do stuff and be like oh, instead of Master Chief wearing his helmet all the time, you take off his helmet and he has a love interest and all this other stuff, and it's like you've lost your audience. Like the people who are going to see your movie or your TV show now aren't going to watch it because you've taken something that just made sense already. Yeah. Like you've got so much content out there. You've got books, comic books, anime, all this lore that you could easily make a show off of, and you just, I want to have creative freedom. It's like, but you don't consult the original writers. It just,
I mean, like like with established properties, the minute you go off rails and do your own thing, people get mad, like they get angry. So
yeah, and I mean, it's rightfully so. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I wouldn't want to work on an established property necessarily if I was making my first movie.
Right. If you're gonna make your own movie at that point, and you have an established property to go off of, and you want to make your own movie, just make your own movie.
Yeah.
Just make your own movie. Like what's a series that you really love?
Like in terms of video games or movies?
Yeah, let's say video games.
I play kind of like games that you can't really turn into movies, like RPGs and stuff, or Final Fantasy. Maybe you can make a
let's take Chrono Trigger. Let's take Chrono Trigger, right? Okay, time travel, multiverses, right? Let's take Chrono Trigger and make it a multiverses game. Let's take Chrono. Let's make Chrono a girl. Let's take Frog, and Frog is no longer a frog. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
Who has the name of Frog. He's no longer a frog anymore.
A lot of people gonna get mad.
We're gonna cut the cave woman girl. We're gonna cut her, and we're only gonna hint at Magus. We're not even gonna have the character. We're just gonna hint at Magus.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, you don't even beat Lavos. We just cut it off, and we sequel hint. We sequel bait.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Yeah, probably just cut the movie off halfway. I didn't even like Chrono Cross, honestly, because like it's so different than Chrono Trigger. Like I was expecting, Chrono Trigger. I probably would have liked it a lot more if they didn't name it Chrono Cross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, you got a can of Dr. Pepper, and then you drink it, and it tastes like Pepsi. I'm like, man, this is disgusting. Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, you're expecting one thing. It's almost like a bait and switch. You expect one thing, you get something completely different at the end. The first episode is the only reason, it's just to hook you in, and then episode 2, they flip it, and then you're SOL. That's the problem with media nowadays. Is I feel like a lot of creativity is lost, and there's just a lot of rehashing of ideas and products. Like I watched this movie called Belle the other day. It was an anime movie, and as I was watching it, I was an hour deep, and I was like, "This is Beauty and the Beast."
No, yeah.
And like once I got to a certain like, don't get me wrong, like the third act like really goes off the rails and like just does
Right.
anime stuff. But like up until a certain point, it was like almost beat for beat, just Beauty and the Beast. And I was like, oh, I get it. Belle, the bad guy is the Beast.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
called the Beast. I was like, this is just Beauty and the Beast, man.
I think we're at a point of humanity. Like, how much original stuff can you really make? Like, how many stories that are untold? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think that, and if you have like $200 million budget or something, $100 million budget, you're not gonna take risks. The studio ain't gonna let you. Like what is this?
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. There's money involved. They want to make their money back, but the problem with that is things start to become formulaic,
Yeah,
right? Like there's no wiggle room. These are the beats. It's almost like a Marvel movie, right? Marvel
Mhm.
movies are like really comfortable because, okay, hero, bad guy, hero has to beat the bad guy.
yeah,
There's some jokes thrown in there. There's some conflict, and then, in scene, 3 hours long, some cameos in scene.
yeah,
But the problem that I've heard about Marvel movies is that there's a certain timeline, there's a continuity that they must follow, and there's no room for there's room for like things here and there, but
yeah.
it's really like Marvel's like, okay, here's a big budget, but this is the beats that you need to hit.
Mhm.
Check this off, check this off, check this off, because eventually the character has to get from point A to point B. Whatever you do in the middle, just get them to point B.
Yeah, I mean, like at that budget, it's almost like you're going through an assembly line. Like, do X, do Y,
Yep.
do Z,
Yep.
and you have
Yep.
to, because people are gonna, overly scrutinize everything. It's like you're not gonna have that much freedom because somebody's gonna deny it. Like, no, I
Yep.
think that's too risky. Let's do some more market research and stay in the safe zone.
Gotta be safe. Gotta be safe, because it has to be guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you want that real creativity, you got to go to the indie scene, to where it's like people just have the freedom to try stuff out.
Yep. Same thing with games. Same thing with
Yeah.
games. They just get an indie studio. They'll make whatever they want to make and just have fun making it.
Exactly, man. Yeah, we definitely need to start doing more indie reviews in the future, because like the mainstream
cool.
is kind of like you say, formulaic. I don't want to see too much more of that.
What is that game called? I'm about to pick up. I think I'm going to pick up that Grim Reaper game just to check it out.
Okay, yeah, you were telling me about it in the last stream. Something about
Little Reaper, was that it? That's not it. I'll figure. Have a Nice Death. Here we go. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. See if I'll have a review for next stream.
Yeah, let's well, we could do live play. Like, you could play a little bit of it and showcase it all.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll check it out.
Yeah, man, we about at that 30-minute mark, man. I think it's time to shut this one down. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
All right, we'll catch y'all next time.